Trust the process. Trust it. Yeah.
Is that good? Yeah. You can. Oh, are we recording?
Ooh. Oh. Hello. Hi. Welcome. Well, we're 27 years old.
I hear about it. We are. We turned 27 since we last recorded. It's a big year for us.
For some reason, 27's always been a really important year to me, and when I was younger, actually probably 17, I always thought, okay, when I turn 27, I'm gonna be a grown up, I'm gonna be an adult, and I'm gonna have the best body I've ever had in my entire life. And then I think I do.
I think what I learned by now, not that you're asking, in all my 27 years, is that nobody ever knows what they're doing until they've done it long enough to know what they're doing.
I feel like
I think that, yeah, the fake it till you make it kind of mentality is totally true, and I'm an advocate.
Wow, that has nothing to do with our
topic
today.
No.
We're kind of talking about progress pictures
and progress,
but how important progress pictures are. We actually we were at the gym the other day, and we were taking a selfie in the mirror, and this girl walked in, and we were like, oh, well, we're sorry. We're taking gratuitous selfies in the mirror. Is that a word?
Gratuitous, yeah.
And I was talking about how I wasn't really seeing any progress in myself, or I wasn't noticing any progress, and this girl was like, you have to take pictures. Progress pictures are key.
They're important, and I agree with that. Okay.
So Erin is really good at making sure I don't get too down on myself, and she will send me a picture of a couple weeks ago and then a picture of this week, and she's like, this is progress.
That's what, and I think there's something to be said about posing and knowing how to pose. So, and it's hard for me to talk about this in a way that doesn't belittle the progress of myself, but it's if I pose in a certain way, the booty pose, we'll insert picture here. It's not that my body doesn't look like that, because clearly my body does look like that because there's a picture of it, but my body doesn't look like that all the time. My body looks like that when it's posed like that. My glutes have also grown since we started going to the gym and lifting heavier weights.
Yeah.
But it doesn't necessarily look like that all the time. So then when you have a picture of your profile entirely from the side,
which will show my profile picture from the first week to this week.
And it's hard to see growth that way. First of all, because it's really hard to judge your distance from the camera when you're doing that, to figure out if you're actually comparing the same size version of both of those pictures.
Sorry, I'm readjusting.
But it's also just hard to judge that because there isn't the contrast of any shadows at that point. It's literally just the side of your body and how it shapes. So there's something to be said for knowing your most flattering angles, and of course that's what you want to post online, and that's what you want to see in yourself too, is your most flattering angles. Yeah, I have unflattering angles, I recognize that, I don't want to talk about it.
So Erin has been kind of encouraging me to keep taking progress pictures, and I do think that is important. It's a little boost of self-esteem, and it doesn't need to leave your phone or your interaction with your phone. It's nice. It's a little pick-me-up.
Yeah, and I do post progress pictures weekly, but I have more progress pictures on my phone than I post online. So, yeah, I strongly encourage progress pictures. They're really good motivators. For me, one of my biggest motivators is myself, which sounds narcissistic, but really one of the biggest motivators I have is seeing how far I've come.
And it's actually been really helping me with my struggle with eating, because I was so worried that I would gain weight in the wrong way. But I've really upped my calorie intake and working out and seeing the progress from the beginning, from when I wasn't eating enough to now when I'm eating more than enough. It's cool to be oh, okay, so this is really working and I really do look healthy and I want to continue to eat more, which is good for me. Hi, Paul.
Hi, Paul. Hello. Do you want to say hi? No.
Come here.
Nope. We'll be back.
Okay, number 2 important thing about progress that we are learning.
It takes time. And most things worth having take time, except winning the lottery, which is totally worth it, but like
Totally
doesn't
worth
take
it.
any time.
No.
When I first started my fitness journey, her cat is behind the tripod, and at any moment this could go down. But when I first started my fitness journey, and it was a weight loss journey at that point, I knew in my mind the concept that weight loss takes time, and I wanted to see it all right away. And it didn't stop me from continuing, but it was frustrating at first to not see results right away. And honestly, it probably took me like 3 months to really start seeing the first big bits of progress that I had in my weight loss journey. And then you fast forward to like a year and a half later when we started going to the gym, when we started Grace Fit's guide, or Grace Beverly's guide, I went in knowing that I was going to make progress, but not having any expectations of how much time it was going to take. I'm just like, oh, you know what? I'm just going to keep going. And I'm not going to judge myself on how I look, but how much my weight, the weight that I'm lifting is increasing, and how I feel, how much stronger I feel. And I think that's been like a really healthy way to tackle this next part of the journey.
I also think that, I don't know if this is true, this is just like how I've kind of viewed it, is that like a weight loss journey takes a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
And I do think that if you're in the part like where your focus is gaining muscle, I think that progresses a little faster.
If you're
not
new.
quickly, but like yeah, if you're new, like
Yeah.
I feel like I have shoulders now, I have arm muscles that I just never worked my arms, and I'm seeing like progress relatively quickly to weight loss.
Cardio.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think there's something to be said for newbie gains.
Yes.
So I'm not necessarily a newbie in terms of exercise, but I'm definitely a newbie in terms of the gym. And so that muscle gain, that shock when you start lifting heavier weights for the first time, like that's totally like a thing. And we like very recently learned about how to use supplements. So I started taking I've always had a protein powder, and I did pretty much like have my protein right after I exercised, but I wasn't really lifting weights before then, so it sort of helped, but wasn't really helping that much. And I got a pre-workout powder that shit's crazy.
And I have a pre-workout powder, and I also have BCAAs that I drink while I'm working out. And there might be like a level of placebo effect to it, but I do also feel like
mind over matter is a total thing
and
too.
I feel like I like have energy and the like stamina to get through the workout and really like push myself as hard as I can, and I like that.
Yes.
So short video today, but that's kind of just what we wanted to talk about. Thank you for listening,
Thanks for watching.
and we'll check in with you later.
Bye. We love you.
Yeah.
Everything. Okay. Stop.
Stop.
Promise. Stop.